30 sit-ups. Nice job. And so we'll do some more shoulder taps. 30 seconds worth of shoulder taps. Ready, set, go. And then we're going to go into that right side plank. 3, 2, 1. Right side plank. Nice job. Three, two, one. Rest. And then we'll do 1 minute of the hopping or jump roping or quick steps. Ready, set, go. Twenty more seconds. Three, two, one. Rest. And we'll come back to more shoulder plank or shoulder taps. And ready, set, go. Shoulder taps. And left side plank, go. And rest. Okay, 2 rounds was enough. So grab a little sip of water And for the next part, you might want to have like your item ready. A nice one-hand item, not too heavy, something you can hold in one hand. And you don't need your chair yet.
How much is your item?
My item is, I think it's 15 pounds. It doesn't have, it's like so old that I can't tell anymore. It might be like 18. And so the first thing we're going to do, today we're going to do more like push-up stuff. So super exciting for all of us who hate push-ups. So we're going to start just like holding a plank position. And then you're going to hold that for like a count of 10 in your head. And then lower down to the ground for a count of 5 in your head. And so, you know, just like 8, Mississippi, 9, Mississippi, 10, Mississippi, and then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then once you hit the ground, just coming back up to the top. You don't need to actually like push yourself up to the top in the push-up fashion. And we're going to do 8 reps. And so these can be totally on your own. And if like 5 reps make more sense for you, or if 12 reps make more sense for you, that's totally fine. But it's going to take like a couple minutes because you're going to be holding for 10 seconds with each plank. And yeah, go ahead and go. We're going to do 8 of them, or however many makes sense for you. And so holding for 10 at the top. Nine Mississippi, 10 Mississippi, and then lowering for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then back up to the top. Same thing. Holding for 10. Lowering for 5. Nice job seeing some of your heads pop back up. Nice work. So the next thing we're going to do is kind of continue the planking work. So this time you're going to try to plank on one hand, but stay square like you would in your normal plank. So just getting set up in your plank and then picking one hand up off the ground as much as you can while trying to keep your hips square. And so if you need to do this in like a side plank, that's fine. Or if you're kind of just like hovering this one hand and like tapping it, that's fine too. But we're going to try to hold each side for 30 seconds. Questions about that? All right. Okay. Let's do it. So, yeah, just choose a side to start on. And go ahead and get set. Go. Three, two, one, rest. All right, then we'll set up on the other side. So make sure you get that hand where you want it. Ready, set, go. Halfway. Three, two, one, rest. All right. And then B3, or I guess A3, is going to be a one arm floor press. So this is where you need your item. And we're just going to press the item up into the air, one arm at a time, bringing it down for a count of 3, 2, 1, and then exploding back up. Down for a count of 3, 2, 1, exploding back up. And so your elbow can come down at like a 90-degree angle, that's fine, or you can bring it down closer to your body. You're going to get like more deltoid engagement if you're coming off to the side. So more like rotator cuff, shoulder, a lot like smaller muscle groups. And if you're bringing it in tight to your chest, you're going to engage like more of your pecs and even like a little bit of your lats. So this is going to engage stronger, bigger muscle groups, so you might be able to do more weight. This will be like smaller, like isolating your shoulder and your rotator cuffs. So you could do like maybe a little bit lighter weight if that's the way you're going to go. Either way is fine, but try to do it the same way on both arms. And we're going to do 8 reps of this also, just like the negative push-ups. So 3 count on the way down, exploding back up for 8 reps. And then once you finish with that, we'll be back around to the negative push-ups, so holding for 10 seconds in a plank, and then lowering for 5 seconds. And we did these 8-ish times. And so when you're ready to get into round 2, you can start those. All right, and then we'll do the one arm planks again. And we're going to go for 30 seconds per side. Make sure you're maybe rolling out your wrists a little bit. Kind of gets tough to be in the plank so much on your wrists, so take care of those a little bit between your sets. All right, so get yourself all set, and we'll go into this one arm plank. Pick which arm you want to start with. Ready, set, go. And rest. And we'll get set and go on the other side. Ready, set, go. Three, two, one, rest. So then 8 per side of your floor press. And 8-ish. If 8 doesn't feel right based on your item, you could do more or less reps. Exploding up, nice slow 3 count on the way down. All right, and then we have time for one more round. I gotta go check on the dogs real quick. So next is your plank plus lower down. I'll be right back.
speeding up as I get later in the set. You're doing great.
Sorry about that. Are y'all ready to do a one-arm plank? You want me to time it? Okay. Sorry, Spike can get under the deck sometimes, and I see him, like, lurking, and I'm like, no, you're gonna escape. Okay, ready, set, go!
Are there good form cues on these one-arm planks?
Yeah, I like to think about, like, so if I have my left hand down, my right hip, I like to try to, like, push toward the ground, like, by squeezing my core a little bit. And then same thing with my shoulders, like, really trying to stay square. And it's okay to be, like, a little bit rounded in your back as long as you're, like, squeezing your rib cage towards your hips. Does that help? 3, 2, 1, rest. We'll switch. Also, I think your hand, it can be a little bit more to the middle. Your hand doesn't need to stay way off to the side. It can be a little bit more in the middle to balance. All right, ready, set, go. And I'm always thinking about pushing the ground away, so you're almost like trying to round your shoulder blades a little bit as well. And rest. All right, last set of floor press. Nice tempo, Slim. I can see your little blue item. Okay, so we're gonna keep doing work for our shoulders, and the next part we'll just, once we get going, we're just gonna go for as many minutes as you have time. The idea being maybe like 18 or 20 minutes. And so everything that you do is going to be 20 times. And it's going to start with the mountain climbers. So hands planted and just like kicking knee up, knee up. Oopsie. Am I still here? So, 20 times. And also these can be fast or whatever tempo you want, or tempo you want, but just 1, 2, 3, 4 until you get to 20. Each one counts. And then another thing that we're going to do is some push-ups onto your chair or whatever your incline is. So the idea being that you don't have to push up as far. So you can do them like onto the low part of your chair, or if you want, maybe you want to do them onto the high part of your chair, that's fine too. But we're going to do 20 push-ups, so it's kind of a lot. And again, we're going to try to keep moving through some rounds. So make it something that you can do without having to stress too much about it. And then for the other two moves, you'll have your item. And the first one is going to be item snatch. So we haven't done these in a little bit, but we've done them before. The idea being that you're going to take your item from between your legs, and then you're going to elbow up, pull, and punch all the way up into the air. And so you'll catch it up overhead. And the momentum in the lift is actually coming from your hips. You're going to generate momentum through your hips to pop your item up over your head. Trying to find a spot where you can see me good without hitting the ceiling. So just popping it up overhead. And the idea being we're going to switch arms each time. So you do one here, one here. And again, we're going to do 20. So 10 per side, but alternating. And the last move is going to be a squat plus a press. And then you'll switch to the other arm. Squat plus press. So that one's a thruster. And so, thanks, Sheena, but we're actually going to do them in a, maybe not the same order you wrote, I'm not sure, but we're going to do the mountain climbers, then the snatches, then the push-up, then the thruster. Oh, you can't hear me? Am I gone?
You froze.
Oh, dang it. Sorry. Like seeing the messages a little bit too late. But I'm here now. So we're going to do 20 mountain climbers, 20 of the snatches, which are the ones where it starts between your legs and you finish all the way up overhead, 20 of the push-ups to the incline, whatever your incline is, and then 20 of the squat plus press. Maybe this is the one you missed. So you're going to squat down, press up, grab it into the other hand, squat down, press up, switch hands, squat, press. But the weight just kind of stays on your shoulder at least the whole time.
Can you show me the arm snatch again, please?
Yes. So the weight kind of stays between your legs, but you'll hinge forward a little bit so you get a little bend in your hips, a little bend in your knees. And then using the momentum from your hips, you're going to pop it all the way up overhead. And you're just kind of leading with your elbow close to your body and then punching the ceiling.
Okay, merci.
And then as you bring it down, switch it to the other hand.
Good.
Other questions? So it goes mountain climbers, snatches, push-ups, thrusters. 20 of each thing. And we'll go 15 minutes. Yeah, 1 round or 2 rounds or whatever you can fit in is great. Okay. Ready? Want to start? Get in what we can while we can? Okay, starts with mountain climbers. 3, 2, 1, go!
gotta go because I got a meeting in 5 minutes. But keep it up.
Bye.
Bye. Good job, everybody. Bye.
Bye, Slim. Nice work. Two minutes. 30 more seconds. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. That's 15 minutes. Good job. I'm sweaty.
Thank you, Chardy.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming, everybody.
Thanks for the workout, Chardy. Woo.
Woo.
That's fun.
My shoulders are tired.
When I was doing the side planks or the one-arm planks, my left shoulder so much more strong than my right shoulder. What's up with that?
What is up with that?
Throwing all those frisbees, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, there's